Howdy folks, General back to you. I've seen videos of people starting bolts and stuff just by putting the bolt in the socket and then zzz. You don't never do want to do that. The only time you ever want to do that is if you're making the threads to start with a self threading or like a self drilling, self tapping screw. But if there's already threads there, start it by hand. Run it in there as far as you can and then put the socket on it. Or you don't ever want to put lug nuts in a impact socket on an impact gun and just put it up there and go zip, 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 zip. Because you have just cross-threaded the heck out of those studs. You always start them by finger. Okay? All right? A lot of times you'll put it up there and it might have a little nick or something other in it where it won't start. So if you put just a little bit of pressure on it going in and turn it backwards, counterclockwise, with that little bit of pressure on it, when it falls, you'll feel it snap in. You're setting in the thread. Then just lightly turn it to the right and it'll go right on. Now that's especially true for plastic fuel tanks on stuff like gasoline generators and power plants and stuff like that. Pressure washers, gasoline pressure washers, stuff like that. Instead of being one flute, one set of threads going, they'll have like three sets of threads going, so you just turn it a third of a turn and it's tight. Third of a turn it's loose. But sometimes they don't want to line up, so if you put it up there and you loosen it up with a little bit of down pressure on it until it falls, you can feel it fall, and then give it that little twist and you'll be right in the threads. I'll give you, for instance, there's a bottle, okay? Unscrew it. All right, regular threads. You can look at it and see that's regular threads. Put it up there, turn it backwards, and I'll hold it up there where you can hear it. Put a little bit of pressure on it. Hear that fall in? All right. Hear it fall in? That's going in the thread. Get some of these. Okay. That's a different type thread, but it's a single thread. Put it up there on it. Put a little bit of down pressure on it. Turn it backwards till it falls. You see it fall there? See it fall? And that sets it right in the threads. Here's another type. Turn it backwards with a little down pressure. See it fall? I'll take it back off again. See it fall, or you hear it fall. What it's doing, the start of the thread is setting up here, but it's got to get to here to fall into the groove. So once it does, then you're not going to worry about it being cross-threaded because you just dropped it in the thread. That's called finding your thread. Finding, finding your thread. And it's a lot older than me. All right, pass that on to you folks. If you see somebody starting nuts or something other and they're fixing to do it with the impact, stop them because they'll ruin those studs. I mean, they'll split a thread in a second. You see people putting bolts in that way. You just put them in a magnetic socket, stick it up there, and zip. They've just screwed those threads up for the next guy. Sure, they went in there that time, but it's going to be hell getting them out. And then putting them back in there, they're going to have to be drilled and tapped bigger, or put helicoils in them. That ain't no fun if you just do it right the first time. And I've watched videos of assembly lines where people are just hand starting stuff, but they never tighten it up. And then when you get to like a refrigerator, my handles on my refrigerators are just floppy, where they were never tightened up, but you can't get inside to do anything. All right, y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments, and it's General. I'm out.